right. Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Meredith Oram. I am a fitness and nutrition consultant at Below the Fork, where I encourage women to love themselves towards healthy. I'm a certified health coach, certified group fitness instructor, digital marketer, and mom of 2 boys. So today I want to talk about food shaming, and not in the sense that you would think. Now, often we hear food shaming regarding, oh my goodness, I can't believe that person is having McDonald's. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that person's eating Cheez-Its. Doesn't she know that Oreos, have all these horrible ingredients? I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the food shaming that happens among healthy eaters. And you might not even realize that that's an issue. But it actually is, and it happens a lot on Instagram. I just see among the different people, people who are, I can't say I've seen registered dietitians do it, but I've just seen some people who are maybe 100% paleo, or people who are super Whole30, or, there's just different levels. And it's really frustrating to me, and I think it can be very discouraging, because I'm someone, on the other hand, who I celebrate all healthy changes, and we're all at different points in our journey. So for someone who maybe is now eating a food that I think isn't the healthiest, maybe 2 months ago they were always eating McDonald's, maybe they were always eating horribly, and now this food that I'm like, I've backed away from that, but it's now part of their diet. I'm gonna celebrate that, because that means that they're making strides to making better choices in their life. And I think we all need to give each other some grace for that. So I have a little bit of an example here. On Friday, I had posted on my Instagram stories and my regular Instagram feed, Below the Fork, if you're not following me already, that I use Great Lakes gelatin, and I'll take a tablespoon and I'll put it in my coffee with some coconut oil, and then I get all these great benefits of having gelatin for my diet. If you want to check that out, go to belowthefork.com. I have 19, thank you, I have 19 health benefits, particularly for those of us with autoimmune diseases like celiac, or maybe you have rheumatoid arthritis, so check that out. So anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I recommend Great Lakes gelatin. That's just what I happen to use. I've had that for, I don't know, a couple years, and I haven't really done much exploration of other brands. I've seen a lot of people use Vital Proteins, Vital something, I don't know. But that's also, they have collagen peptides and gelatin as well. So another great brand that I see a lot among people in their healthy eating. So anyway, I promote this on my Instagram page, and someone commented, oh, didn't you hear Great Lakes admitted that they don't use grass-fed source beef for their gelatin? So I'm like scouring the internet. They acted like there was some big announcement, some recall or something that happened last week. So I'm looking all over Google, all the news articles, going to the websites, looking everywhere. I cannot find anything. So it turns out just one person, someone who's high in the paleo community, and by that, I don't even know what that means. It just means they have thousands and thousands of followers on Instagram, which, good for them. They're promoting healthy living. So I'm celebrate them. They're awesome. They're doing great work. However, where I have a problem though is then them saying, well, I'm not going to use that because that's not 100% grass fed. I'm using this brand instead. And then I go to the other brand's website, and it seems almost verbatim, but just maybe written better, this other brand. And I just sat back for a minute, and I'm like, I'm literally getting food shamed right now by the paleo police. Yes, they do exist. And I just thought, how is this helping anyone? It's not. Great Lakes is still an excellent brand, and to be honest with you, that's what every single person in the paleo community was using a year ago. All the known people, all the people with their books, all the people, they were using that, and now they've just switched brand, a brand that I know has, a great marketing strategy, actually. And that's not to say that they're not an excellent product. I'm sure they are, but I don't think we need to shame another brand in order to do that. So this kind of all goes back to my philosophy, though, of it is better to have an apple. If it's conventional, organic would be best, but if it's conventional or even GMO, it is always better to choose that apple. If it is GMO and conventional, please wash it very, very thoroughly to get rid of those pesticides. But it's always better to choose an apple, no matter how it was grown, versus a handful of Cheez-Its. And that's my way of saying, if it grows from God's earth, if it's God-made food, if it takes a farmer to grow it. That is always a better choice than something that is very processed and something that's coming from a factory and has multiple ingredients, questionable ingredients, ingredients that you can't pronounce. So if someone is just starting their health journey, or maybe they don't have a lot of money, that's a lot of that, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom for most part. Like, I work very part-time. I have one income, and within that I have, you know, my budget for the grocery store. I really have to pick and choose. I would love to be 100% organic, but that's just not financially feasible for me. So maybe that is why I have more grace with, you know, what food choices people are making within that healthy realm. So if you're eating a conventional apple, power to you. That's so awesome. Maybe last year you would have gone for those Cheez-Its, or you would have gone for, you know, a Snickers bar or some really unhealthy snack, but you didn't. You chose the apple, and you're making great health choices for you. So I celebrate that. And I think in the health community, I'm just getting a little bit worried that some people, not only have they come to that level of eating really good for themselves, but now they're getting nitpicky within that health realm. And what does that say to other people? I think that's when we get people who are, you know, they want to get healthy, they want to try, but it's really intimidating when people are being very snobby, to be honest, about their food choices. And I just want to make sure that we're not putting food on a pedestal, that we're not so hyper focused on getting the right brand and doing like only shopping at foods that Whole Foods would sell, or, you know, because that's when you make food such your high priority that it almost becomes like an idol to you. And we got to be very careful that we're not doing that. How we should be looking at it is the food that God has provided for us, that He has grown for us, that He has created on this earth for us to consume. Those should be our choices. And within that level, the good, better, best, make your choices based on you, your income, your family, whatever is going to make that difference to be taking strides in your health journey. I think that is of the utmost importance. And I just wanted to, you know, I'm not here to food shame that other brand of gelatin. I actually will look into it next time I run out of Great Lakes, but I'm not saying that Great Lakes isn't good anymore either. I'm just saying we have a lot of choices, and actually the really cool thing is more choices are coming out, and more companies are realizing that the public is demanding quality ingredients. And I think it's a really cool part of this food revolution that's going on. So let's just support one another and be excited about that we do have options, that there are multiple companies making these really healthy foods for us to consume, that we can hit different levels of income so that everyone can be eating healthy. We want to make produce available to everyone. We want everyone to eat healthy. That should be the philosophy that we're taking. That should be the way that we're approaching it. So next time you're on Instagram, or, you know, you see one of your foodie friends posting something, say, good for you, awesome choice. Instead of saying, oh, you know what, there's a much better brand, or there's this, that, and the other thing. Didn't you hear? Unless it's something that's going to like actually put the person at risk, like, did you hear there was a recall? If you can't begin with your sentence, did you hear there was a recall, or are you aware how harmful, like, you should probably just be quiet. So again, I just want to encourage you to love yourself towards healthy by making the best choices for you and your family. So again, my name is Meredith Orem. You can find me below the fork across all social media channels, and I hope you guys have an awesome week. Talk to you soon. Bye.